In this lecture, I'm going to show you how to create presets for different plugins in FL Studio. And one common case that I always use presets for is for EQ. So for the EQ, I always use a low cut preset and a high cut preset. And I'm going to show you why it's important to create presets for yourself in FL Studio. So let's go to the mixer here. And I always have a kick, drum, synth, and a bass buses in the mixer. So what I always do is to use a parametric EQ2 to cut off different stuff. It's very easy to use, so I always use this as my EQ in FL Studio. So let's say that I have a lot of different instruments here on all of my mixer channels, and I want to add an EQ on each and every channel. So I use that because I want to get rid of, let's say I want to get rid of low end, or I want to get rid of high end, depending on what kind of instrument we're working with. So let's say that this sound in channel number 10 here is a bass. Then I have to go to parametric EQ. And I want to go to high pass. And now I can just have this to cut off bass sound, basically. So you can see here that I basically do it like this. But I have to go to all of these settings. So I have to go to EQ2 and then click here, go to high pass, and so on and so forth. So it's much easier to just create a preset for this. So what you can do here is to want to save this as a preset. You just basically go to the arrow here and save preset as. And now we can call it low cut, like that. So now if I go to this list here, I can see the low cut preset. So if you just delete this plugin here, and now we're reset it here. So let's just go to parametric EQ2 and preset low cut, and boom. You can just low cut it like this. So I would also create a new preset, which is going to do the opposite thing. So we're going to cut off high end. So let's leave it like that, something like that. And now just save preset and do a high cut. So now I can go to high cut preset, take off high end, or go to low cut preset and take off low end. And you can also do this with, let's say that you want to boost a kick drum, for instance. So let's link this kick drum that I had in the previous video. And let's create a very simple 4/4 beat. Let's say now that I want to bass boost this kick drum, for instance. You can also see in the EQ where the most energy is coming from. So we can see it's a lot of things going on in the sub here. Yeah, that is getting the kick drum a lot more bass. So you can just do it something like this, let's say, and we want to call this a kick drum bass booster, basically. So kick boost, and now I have this preset as well, and I can just tweak this depending on how much bass I want it to have. So it's very easy to do it with presets, and you can do this throughout FL Studio. So let's say that you have some plugins, or let's say FL keys here, you can see the different presets that the plugin comes with, so you can browse through these as well. But let's say that you have something else. Let's randomly put different things together here, and now you can save preset as and call it something stupid like my own piano. And now I can find this in this list here, my own piano. There we go, there we have the presets. Okay guys, that was it for this video. Let's see you in the next one.